Let's talk about the BMF title for a second. The BMF belt and why it makes absolutely no sense. Okay, Jorge Masvidal defeated Nate Diaz in 2019 for the BMF title, and it made no sense then. It makes no sense now. Literally, The Rock put it around his waist. I mean, come on. Anyway, it was never defended. It makes no sense. It doesn't add anything or take anything away from the fights. It doesn't do anything for it. I mean, Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz was a decent fight. The same way Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier are a decent fight. It doesn't need that title. And it doesn't make sense because what division is it in? Like, did somebody just retire it? Let's say Gaethje beats Poirier, which he won't. But let's just say Gaethje beats Poirier and he wins the title. Does he retire it? And does Jan Blachowicz have a chance to fight for it? Does Robert Whittaker have a chance to fight for it? Does Cyril Gane have a chance to fight for it? I mean, does Volkanovski have a chance to fight for it? Does Aljamain Sterling have a chance? Does Moreno have a chance? Like, who gets a chance to fight for the title? Like, what justifies it? It seems like it means it's just something that is coming up within a room, and it makes no sense. Jorge Masvidal never defended it. He was never good enough to actually win the title, so they basically gave him a commemorative gift because he wasn't good enough to beat anybody of any merit at that time. I mean, let's just be real. Gaethje and Poirier are no longer considered title contenders anymore. Like, even if they keep winning, they're still never going to win the title because they can't beat guys like Dariush. They can't beat Oliveira. They can't beat Islam Makhachev. They can't beat those guys, and they never will be able to. So, it brings into question, what is the point of the BMF title? And the point is, I guess there is none. It's just something to add on to something. It's just like in pro wrestling, when a storyline or something that they're doing, they feel like it doesn't have enough steam behind it, they take a title away from somebody and put that title into that picture to make it, mean more. This is like pro wrestling stuff. It's like they don't think people would actually care about that fight, so they add this little sprinkle on top. But it's not sprinkles, though. It's like sprinkles of mud. It's like having an ice cream cone and somebody sprinkles dirt on top of it. Like, it just takes away from it. Like, you could just scrape that part off and not have it a part of it because it doesn't make any sense. Are those guys going to defend it? Because Jorge Masvidal never did. He didn't defend it. He had a title for 4 years and it was never even brought up, at all to defend it. He just kept fighting normal fights and losing every single one of them. So if Gaethje loses his next 4 fights, or Poirier loses his next 4 fights, are they for the title? See, this stuff does not make any sense. The BMF title needs to be retired. It should never have even been a thing to begin with. But since it is a thing, it just needs to be something that they just pass around in the back amongst each other. It doesn't need to be something given to us because us as fans don't understand it. It doesn't make sense, and it's never made any sense. So that's my opinion of the BMF title. I hope they don't ever have another one of these fights again.